Dear students of English literature, today we are going to study this story, An Astrologer's Day, that is written by R.K. Narayan. In this introductory lecture in English version, we will see what is this story and what we are going to study about. An Astrologer's Day was first published in 1947. It was also the first chapter of the world famous collection of stories, Malgudi Days. In the beginning of this story, we are introduced to an astrologer. He started his work almost at midday. He spread his professional equipment like a dozen of cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with some mystic charts, a notebook, and a bundle of Palmyra writing. He had a fine get-up of an astrologer, and people attracted to him. He used sacred ash on his head and vermilion on his forehead. He had dark whiskers and sparkling eyes. He used a saffron-colored turban around his head. He had no professional training. During his youth, he used to drink, gamble, and quarrel, and he was a very thoughtful boy. Once he hit a fellow gambler hard on his head, and that fellow got unconscious. He thought that the person was dead, and that person, who is now an astrologer, got disturbed and worried, and he threw him into the well in anxiety. He ran away from his village and settled as an astrologer in a town. Actually, students, he opted this profession of astrology because of this reason, because he had nothing to do at this time. He had no training, but he had all the shrewdness, all the cunningness, understanding of man's mind and the cause of human worries. That's why he answered convincing questions to his clients. He used many tricks to know the problems of the clients, and then he turned them into their answers. Once he had an encounter with the person before winding up his day's work. When it was evening, the man wanted to get satisfactory answer to the question whether he would be able to find his enemy or not. The astrologer recognized him. When he tried to give up his telling him anything, he forced him and made the astrologer sit and ordered him to speak everything. He was the person whom he pushed into the well actually. The astrologer bargained with him. He gave convincing answers to the questions, and the man was fully satisfied. The astrologer told him that his enemy was crushed under a lorry. He told a lie. He told him that now he should never travel southward to avoid any more trouble in his life. In this way, he bade him goodbye and got rid of his enemy. This was the synopsis of this story, and student, we will begin our story from lecture 1. Okay, please subscribe this channel or see classes of English language, and please comment, like and share.